What is one of the biggest things that can derail you after a breakup? Memories and thoughts. Have you ever had a memory you just can't shake? A memory that drags you back in the past and makes you relive all that pain over and over again. We've all been there. But what if I told you there is a way you don't have to stay trapped in that cycle? In this video, I'm going to share 2 powerful methods that are going to stop those memories and thoughts dead in their tracks and help you regain your life. Let's dive in. Thoughts and memories of the past can really derail you after a breakup. Now, the reason that I've decided to do this video today is because I was sitting here this morning. Before I knew it, some memories and thoughts were sort of creeping in about my ex, and it made me realise just how much power they had over me. And I thought to myself, bloody hell, it's years on and it still has that power over me. And it made me want to share with you what I do in those moments, because there is ways to stop it. At that point, you've got 2 choices, haven't you? Either go with the memory and the thoughts and start thinking they always lead to more thoughts, because that's the way our brain works, and before we know it, we're in this rabbit hole of thoughts and memories about our ex, which just derail us terribly. So what are you going to do in that situation? You can take the nuclear option and start thinking about all the negative thoughts and memories and feelings associated with it, or you can make a better choice that is going to serve you, a choice that is going to strengthen your resolve, help you grow. So stop playing the memories that are going to hurt you. Just stop. Change the narrative. Choose to see things differently. At first it feels difficult and it's a conscious decision, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. In the beginning of a breakup, I know myself, that pain and the memories and the thoughts associated with it can be totally immobilizing. So it's good to have some tools in your toolbox to know what you're going to do when that starts to happen. And you know what it feels like, you can recognize it. It starts with a thought and a memory that leads to another thought and a memory, and all these emotions are attached to each one of those. You can feel your energy change and you know exactly where it's going. So in that moment, stop and actually visualize yourself bagging up the memory and putting it in the bin, literally in the bin. Now stay with me. I know sometimes when I say visualize, people are like, I don't know how to visualize, Sam. If I was to say to you pink horse or green rabbit, you get a picture in your head. That's all visualization is. So visualize yourself bagging up that memory, whatever those memories are that are coming into your head that are causing you pain, and throwing them in the bin. Now, why does this help? I'm glad you asked. Let me explain. Our brain is incredibly powerful at forming and recalling memories. But when we recall a memory, we don't just recall it. We are actually reconsolidating it. So what does that mean? That means we slightly change the memory based on how we're feeling about it at the time. So it's going to give it the emotion and the context of how we're feeling at the time will be attached to the memory. So stay with me here. By constantly deciding to bin the memory, so the memory comes in, you can feel it's going to be a negative, it's going to go in a negative way. You're binning it, visualizing binning the memory, putting it in the bin. So by doing that, you're actually interrupting the reconsolidation process. By physically visualizing yourself bagging the memory and binning it, you're helping your brain detach from the memory. You're reducing the emotional intensity and ultimately the power it has over you emotionally. Let's just have a quick recap. I really want you to get this. The emotion, the thought, the memory comes in, you visualize yourself bagging it, you're throwing it away. What that's going to do is over time is reduce the intensity of the emotions attached to it. It's going to help your brain detach from the memory, and each time it's going to get weaker and weaker, have less effect over you, And ultimately, you're going to get back that control that the memory took every time it come in that it hurt and made you feel bad. When I taught my daughter this, we started to call it the Binet method. It stops thoughts and memories in their tracks, and it actually gives you the time to refocus and put your energy elsewhere. So the second method I had success with when I was being attacked by the memories and the thoughts of my past, of my ex, was to play the memory really fast forward and rewind it. Really fast forward and rewind it. And then those old style cinematic reels that had them moved them years ago where they used to play it on a reel, you see it going around and you see it start to burn and it melts all the camera film on it. Stay with me. There is a reason why this works as well, but I just want to make sure you understand the process. Rewind, fast forward, back and forward, then you see it go around the reel and it all melts. Now what this is actually going to do is change the emotions attached to the memory, and it really takes the sting out of it. So why does this work? So the brain encodes memories in a very specific way through sequences of events, sights, sounds and emotions. By mentally scrambling the memory, you're actually scrambling the sequence that your brain is recalling the memory. By playing it back and forward, you actually disrupt the brain's encoding of the memory, and through this confusion, it actually diminishes the emotions attached to the memory. This is obviously going to help reduce the memory's hold and power over you if you can reduce the emotional intensity attached to it. Additionally, seeing the memory melt away like in the old-fashioned reel is a really powerful visualization that sends a signal to your brain that it's time to let go. Now, I know these two methods probably seem really simplistic, but honestly they work. I've used them myself. I still use them to this day. I'll get the thought, the feeling, the memory creep in. I'll recognize it. I'll be like, absolutely not. I'm not going down this route. I'll bag it and bin it. I'll see the memory go back. I'll see the real. I use that method for the really intense ones because you can use this for any memory that gives you pain. Now, I'm not talking about denial or pushing the feelings down. I'm talking about using these methods during heartbreak, after a breakup, to manage your emotions while your emotions are heightened and you're finding it difficult. So let's just keep that caveat in mind. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, I really hope it was. Please like and subscribe for the other videos. There's plenty to come, plenty more to help you along your healing journey. Honestly, just remember, healing is a journey. And I'm going to share everything with you that I can, everything that worked for me. Now, there will come a time when you can actually think about your ex and the associated memories without it causing you pain. You'll look at it instead as a chapter in your life that is finished. And chapters have to finish in your life so you can move on to the next chapter. Otherwise, you'll never get through the book that is the story of your life. You'll get stuck and that story will write itself with no direction or any meaning, and nobody wants that. It will get better and it will get easier, but you need to make choices that serve you better. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And obviously, if you know anyone who could benefit from this video, please share. And I look forward to sharing some more tips and strategies with you in the next video. Bye for now.